We are joined in the studio as part of our slot with the Swell Arts Room with Greg, and he's going to be telling us all about Reborn, which is the new summer festival in Sittingbourne. Firstly, welcome along and good evening, Greg.
Thanks, glad to be here.
Firstly, before we go on to talking about Reborn, could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
A bit about myself. Well, as you might be able to tell from my accent, I'm not originally from these parts. I'm from the States, specifically around Detroit, the auto capital. And I've been here in the UK for about 8 years, and in that time, what I mainly do is I'm a writer and I'm a cultural producer. Okay. So I'm with a company called Nimble Fish, and we produce performance, art installation events, and events like Reborn, really across the UK. So
what is actually Reborn, Greg?
Reborn is a festival. It's a combination of a festival and a performance, and it's going to be held on Sittingbourne High Street, August 13th and 14th from 2:30 to 5:30 p.m. each day. It's free of charge. And what the event is going to be is it's going to be about surprise. It's going to be about people coming and discovering Sittingbourne High Street as they've never known it. All the buildings will be there, all the shops will be there, the street, the pavement, but there'll be surprising things around every corner in unused shop fronts, in carriageways, in little nooks and crannies. And what we really want is for people to come and just explore and participate and get a new sense of Sittingbourne and what it might be in the future.
Greg, why are you calling it Reborn?
Well, Reborn, the term, the title of the event is really a play on words. The way that you would spell it is R-E, and then with a colon, B-O-U-R-N-E. So the bourne is obviously referring to Sittingbourne, but the with the colon is regarding. So the whole event is regarding Sittingbourne. It's an unusual way to do a festival, what we're doing with Reborn. I think most festivals tend to be a series of different things that just happen to be in a given place. But everything with Reborn is about Sittingbourne. Every event, every activity, every bit of art and performance has been designed for that bit of the high street that we're doing the event on. It could never happen anywhere else, and so it really is about Sittingbourne.
Yep. Now I understand Nimble Fish and Workers of Art are putting this event on.
That's right. Nimble Fish is my company, and Workers of Art is another company, and we are partners in putting on Reborn. Our company are specialists mainly in performance work and multimedia work, and Workers of Art are very experienced and very talented at visual art. And it's an exciting partnership. We've known each other for a long time, but we've never actually worked as partnering organizations. And I think that's a trend right now. Yep. In the UK, particularly with difficult economic times. A lot of arts organizations are looking to how they can combine their skills to do interesting things, and so far it's been really an exciting way to work.
Have you ever done anything like this before, Greg?
We've done quite a bit of work. What's called site-specific work, so meaning basically performance or art installation work that is designed around a specific place. So we've done a lot of work in shopping plazas. We've done work under roadway underpasses, inside unused shop fronts. Some years ago, we did a theatrical play inside the back of an articulated lorry, where we had the audience and the performers shut inside, which was great, a bit claustrophobic. So we've done a lot of work taking performance and art installation into unusual places. We've also done a lot of large-scale events. We've never before tried to combine these things as we are doing with Reborn, and it's been a really great adventure doing this. I mean, we've been really fortunate to have great people, not only with Nimble Fish and Workers of Art, but really the people of Sittingbourne have just been first-rate in welcoming us, helping us out, showing us all the interesting places that have a bit of history or a bit of excitement to them. So it's a way of working that we'd love to do again.
Greg, what can you expect to see there?
Well, Reborn is taking place on Sittingbourne High Street, and it's taking place on the bottom half of the High Street. So for those of you who know Sittingbourne, it's roughly from Roman Square down to Bell Road. And it's a particularly beautiful stretch of street. There's some gorgeous bits of architecture, nice shops with very, very friendly traders. And when you come on the Reborn days, you will see all that. But if you look around, you'll see a few things that are different. You might see some bits of art that you're not expecting. You will see some things in the street that aren't normally there. You'll see people who are dressed unusually. Perhaps they're asking you questions. Perhaps they're asking you to participate in some art or some performance. And then when you wander off the high street and wander off the pavement into alleyways or carriageways or even shops, you'll discover things that you definitely won't notice most of the time, bits of immersive art, immersive performance. And that's the whole point. It's your high street, but it's not your high street. It's Sittingbourne, but it's something else.
Is there a programme for the day's events?
There will be a program, both days of Reborn. That's the 13th and 14th of August, Friday and Saturday. They'll run from 2:30 to 5:30 p.m. People would be encouraged to come at the beginning because there will be a formal opening to each day, and there'll be specific events that'll be punctuating the day, so certain things will be happening at certain times. As well, you can simply come at any time and simply experience what's there. So we wanted to give people lots of opportunities and lots of ways in to participate. So there are things that you can stop and see for a period of time, and there are things that you can just see for a little bit and move on to something else. So a little bit something for everybody.
Is there a particular theme for the days, Greg?
When we were first thinking about Reborn and talking to various people about it, what we learned, neither myself, as I said, or the folks from Workers of Art are from Sittingbourne, and so we were discovering Sittingbourne really for the first time. And what we discovered was a really exciting place with a really interesting history, a very vibrant present, and some fantastic kind of hopes and ideas for the future. And so we thought, well, there's our theme. Reborn is about the past, present, and future of Sittingbourne. So every bit of art, every activity, and every performance will be around one of those themes. Something interesting from the past, something interesting that's happening right now, and maybe something exciting that might happen in the future. So lots of things around those three themes.
Greg, can people get involved in this?
People can get involved by coming along in the day, and what I mean by that is if you come to Reborn, you'll be more than just a passive audience. You're going to be asked to draw, you might be asked questions, you might be asked to respond to things that you see. So it's definitely not a passive event. We want people to be involved. We want people to help us make things. We want to learn things from the people who come, because it's really an event that is about the people who come telling us what they think of Sittingbourne, what they think the future might be, and really not just Sittingbourne, because that's where it is, but also all of Swale. So you can definitely get involved by coming along. The event to date has really been developed by through a lot of community consultation. We've had quite a few workshops with different community groups. There are lots of local artists and performers who are involved, who are making really interesting work for the event. So it's definitely, in many ways, a homegrown event. And people coming along on 13th and 14th can see it, but they can also be a part of it.
Could you just refresh our listeners where and when Reborn is on?
Reborn will be held Friday and Saturday, August 13th and 14th, on the Sittingbourne High Street. It will be from 2:30 to 5:30 p.m. both days. It is free of charge, and it is appropriate for all audiences. So adults, children, families, come on along. You're going to have a good time, and it will be very exciting.
If our listeners would like to find out more about Reborn, do you have a website? We
do have a website. It's www.reborne 2010. That's reborn2010.co.uk.
Greg, I'd like to thank you very much for coming along this evening and telling us all about Reborn.
It's been a pleasure.
That's Greg here at the Monday Night Community Show. He's been telling us all about Reborn, which is the new summer festival taking place in Sittingbourne over the 13th and the 14th of August.